concern about maintaining space within the supine position, aka guard, right? Or like some variation of guard. The ability to make space is pretty well talked about in jiu-jitsu, in my personal opinion, aka shrimping, rolling, etc., right? Or even the back scooting, sit-outs, etc. Make sense? Now, the use of the inverse of it, I think, is not very well talked about or even taught, in my personal opinion. So that's what we're going to look at today, is the ability to foretrip. Does that make
Forward
sense?
trip? No, not at all, but I'm sure maybe later it will.
No. All right. So, almost by definition, just so we can establish what I'm talking about. No, you're fine. Right. So we think of shrimping, right, and we think, right, post, right, being able to come up on a side, and being able to put my butt in line with my shoulder, right? Well, we're gonna look at doing basically the same thing, right? Where I'm here, right? Being able to use my heel, right? To pull myself forward. Does that make sense? Right? Or, inversely, right? We would say, like, we would shrimp away from someone, right? Now we are going to use this type of motion to come forward. Making sense? Okay. Now, this is valuable, right? Because the same way that we can throw our body while shrimping, we can also kind of do a little jump while doing a forward trip. Making sense? I did that very slow, right? We would normally throw ourselves, right? Or, right, we can see this ability in side control, right? And if I can't turn into someone, right, we can use this. You see how I'm using this? Cool. Tracking what I'm saying so far?
Can you do that one?
Absolutely. Side control. Can't get the elbow and hip space, right? I'm gonna look away, almost like Running Man, right? Pulling myself along. You see this motion? Where I'm able to pull myself with my heels. We can amplify this by using not just our heel, right, but raising up and pressing, therefore less friction, right? But this is not always an option, but this is the movement that we're going to use and explore today and why it's helpful. Does that make sense? You want to try it without somebody first? So, you can see the application, right? Assuming I'm like, I can't go this way, right? You're being very defensive. I'm going to take my foot, post it, right?
Yeah.
And then from here.
Oh, you're talking about
It is
like re-guard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? But the reason why I have that space to do that in the first place is the reverse shrimp. I agree. Right? So I'm here, and I'm actually going to gain the ability to move by doing a reverse shrimp. Right? Make sense?
Does that hinge? So like, is that if I have that cross face really
Yes.
solid? Does it still?
Yeah. But the reason, so if you have that cross face, right, hard going this way,
Yeah.
that doesn't stop me from going that direction. Now, if your hand's on the other side of me, right, aka this is on the other side, going that direction is not as powerful, but going this direction is easy.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So like,
I'm
it's
already
if,
pushing you that way.
if I cannot turn back into you, I can always turn away from you. Does that make sense?
It does.
Alright, so like instead of fighting one direction, always to look at someone.
Mm.
And north-south is powerful, right?
Yeah.
So like we can look at north-south, right, if I'm here, side control, and coming here, and go boom. Getting the second north-south and then the other side. Swing my feet, again, back into the fight.
I just think this is.
Voracious?
Yeah, this is just
I agree.
a disgusting control to come back into.
Does that make sense for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just one application of this,
Mhm.
right? Most often we use this kind of forward shrimping or this forward pressure, right, when we want to get into people's legs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because imagine I'm here, right, and you want to scoot forward. Kind of. Yes. Right? Because if I'm, so what is the,
This is a lot of me on open mat.
what is the bane of guard passing?
Of guard passing, hooks,
No.
sticky feet.
If you have sticky feet, congratulations, it means I'm still touching you.
Bitch.
Realistically, if I go to pass your guard and I do it out here, this will never happen, right?
Mm.
So it's distance. No matter how close I want to be, I'll never truly pass your guard if there's an amount of distance that prevents me from doing so. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right, so like if I'm here and you scoot away, right, me passing your guard gets harder, right? Now, if I'm right here, passing your guard is very easy. Distance is the key here, right? Because if you now shrimp away from me, okay, no.
You're here.
Yes. Now am I going to be able to pass your guard very effectively?
Right.
So this is the distance thing. Now, we don't care if someone air quote passes our guard because we're attacking them, right?
Right.
So if you're shooting into me, right? I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna pass your guard. Oh, I'm not, right? I'm getting connections. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so you saw how it worked a little defensively. So offensively, how do we sit? Right, we don't sit like this.
Right.
This is stupid.
One hip.
Right, we always choose a hip. Well, if we choose a hip, that means we can always plant a foot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Put it to the outside of a human. Put it to the inside of a human. Makes sense? Now, we can get further, right, away and do the same thing, but we're gonna build up height and kind of post our knee out. I can do a little hop.
Mm.
I'm doing that slow for you so you can see it, but I'm gonna come up like I was just gonna like come to my knee, right? But before I get to my knee, I'm gonna shoot it forward. Does that make sense? And that's again where I'm gonna do almost like a double one of these because I'm gonna hook someone's leg back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like doing a technical backwards.
Yeah, because it's technical would be.
Yeah, coming out that way. You're swinging that leg back, so this is just technical almost.
I'm
backwards.
pushing forward, and I'm gonna do it again.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
I like the distance from CG. I like that a lot.
So, that's just an easy way of like looking at how we can use this kind of reverse kind of shrimp or leg pulling. Right? See, I'm pushing away. Well, I can do this. But when is this advantageous? Right? Because if I'm here, we're playing. Right? How easy is that?
Mm.
Right? I hit it, shoo, right? Or right? Coming here, etc. Right? You see how easy I am to come to the wrestle up positioning there?
Yeah.
Right? Why? Well, I've beaten you in the leg positioning, right? For me to break your posture is nothing. Make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's play with that for a little. So you can see this kind of pulling motion, and I'm able to either come on top, get the back, etc. We already talked about that, right? We already talked about coming in the inside, right? Being able to do the X guard. Now, the ability to move oneself horizontally, right, is powerful too. Like if I put my foot over here, and the reason why that's powerful, right, is because if I have AKA any type of gripping over here, right, and I move myself offline first, you see how all of your body has to move into empty space, and I am already around your body, exposure-wise. So it is no different than this. You would agree that this is a more advantageous position for me.
Right.
Now, I'm trying to get to that positioning like this. So I'm going to pull myself here, like so, and go this direction. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, harder to do an application, right? But like, regardless of what I'm holding, right? Like so, right? Trying to do the gripping battle, I can always move myself, right? Like so, in that kind of pulling motion. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Just setting up for a good M&R roll.
Well, it's not, you just saw how I can pull you, right?
Well, yeah, no,
Right?
I'm saying,
So
but
like, that's the same thing, it's just the opposite side.
yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna move myself outside of the range that you're at. And then note, when you do this, you are letting go of your guard.
Right.
Something to think about. This is I am winning. I don't do this against someone I'm losing against.
Okay.
Right, if they are better than you and you do this,
Yeah.
you're gonna get got. Right? Same thing though, right? Let's say I need to move over this way. We can do it in a number of ways, right? What's behind you, right? And I want to get further behind, I can. I want to get over here, I can. Here, does that make sense? This is just a type of movement. How we apply it is really up to us to be able to capture it, right? I believe that these are offensive moves that can be used defensively, in my personal opinion, but more oftenly like seen as defensive things, right? AK backing away, shrimping, etc. We'll do the inverse of them. We're seeing that? Now, the same thing applies when a human being is on top of you or you are on top of a human being. Right? So if I'm on top of you, this would be no different than me walking. Right? Can you turtle? You would not think it weird that I do this.
Correct.
Why then is it weird when we change planes? Right?